And that's because of you guys, because you guys are liking the videos and you're engaging on them, you're commenting. It really helped. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are back on the Crown. We'll put that DJ sound in. Back on the Crown, and we have a little bit of maintenance today. Now, it's nothing huge, it's nothing crazy. It is literally just a headlight bulb change. Not for your high beams, for your low beams. High beams are gonna be very similar, but low beams are the harder ones to get to. I also need to change my fog lights, but instead of showing you guys the same thing that I've shown you in another video, if you go up here, wherever it is, I will put the tag to that video. So if you've got fog lights, which I think they all do, and you need access to it, that's gonna be there, okay? So you can just go to that other video. But for today, we're gonna be changing the headlights on the Crown. UZS 186, the best Crown. No, it's not. I don't know if it's the best Crown. I like them, but I also love the 171s. I also love the URS 206. Man, I just love all cars. Anyway, enough of me waffling. Let's get into the video. Now, before we jump in there, I want to just tell you what we'll do. It won't make as much sense, but then when we're in there, you'll be like, oh, that's what he was talking about. So, you're gonna take the dome cap off, right? Then you will take the plug off the back, which has a retainer clip. So it's a quarter turn, pull it out, and then when you put it back in later, you'll have to worry about the retainer clip. Then it is a spring clip. So normally spring clips are like this or like this. This piece is like behind a clip, and you spring it out and it kind of opens up like a hinge. These ones are like that, so it's facing up and it hinges down, okay? But there's also two, so you have to spring clip both out and then you can hinge it out. Then you pull your globe out, globe in, hinge back up, plug back on and quarter turn, and then dome cap back on quarter turn, which obviously seals it and weather seals it and so on. Now, that all sounds like a lot of waffle, but when we go down there and I show you what I'm talking about, you'll already have it in your head and you're like, oh, that's that bit, that's that bit, that's that bit. It'll make a bit more sense and hopefully makes this whole job a little bit easier for you. So let's get this bonnet up and get these changed, because I'm sick of driving around with one headlight.
All right, so as you can see, this isn't great. This whole side, it looks like I've had like some sort of like electrical issue and I've just lost this side of the car, or I've hit someone. I haven't, and that's not the case. It's just literally that globe blew and then that globe blew. Now, I will talk to you about why this one blew, or why I think this one blew, but firstly, let's talk about coloring, right? I run 8Ks. When you buy on eBay, I would always recommend running the higher, like one step higher. So I bought 10Ks. I think I've got 10K for there, and I did get 8Ks for there, but you can see how that is slightly different. So they're 8K or 8,000K, sorry, and these are 10,000K, but really that, in person, that looks like an 8,000K coloring, okay? I did buy, listed as 8,000K, and they definitely came through as like the 6,000. So they weren't as like crisp blue white. They were a bit more yellowy. So yeah, always step up one, I would recommend, to get the coloring that you want. Anyway, let's start with the headlight globe, obviously on this side. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you all of this, and then off camera, I'm gonna do that side as well, because, you know, when you buy a set of globes, it's like when you, like say buy a quarter panel and a bonnet from two different cars that have the same color code. They're going to be probably ever so slightly off, and I want them to match. So I will be changing both so that they match nicely. All right, now parts wise, what you're going to need, you are going to need a 10mm socket for the passenger side, to just for ease of access. Unless you've got really tiny hands, you might be able to get in there. But then we have our globes here now. See these white gloves? These, I think, are the reason that I blew the fog light, because these globes, the xenon globes or whatever, you should not be touching them with your bare fingers. Apparently the oil on your fingers encourages them to blow. So what's happened, I didn't use these white gloves because maybe I didn't have any, maybe I did, I don't know. Probably not, because this kit obviously didn't come with them. So I'm gonna keep these in the toolbox, but have these on when you change your globes, because you don't want to put your finger oil. As much as you think your hands are clean, they're not. They do have a little bit of oil on them. If that touches that glass, it will blow much, much quicker. So you might get 3 years out of these ones, but if you touch them with your fingers, you might get 6 months, which is what I got out of my fog lights, which was really annoying, right? So make sure you use these. So we've got these, in the description will be the model of globe that I got. Mine might be different to yours, so I always recommend pull out your old one, see what's written on it, search that, because yours might be ever so slightly different. And then I got H11s for the fog lights. I think they're actually H9s, but I think that just means one of the tabs down here is slightly different. You can cut those, that's what I always do. Anyway, these, see if I can get one out without destroying everything. These are the globes we need, right? You can see on the back here, all the different cutouts and so on, and it's just a simple plug on the back, right? Very simple. Make sure you put it in the right way, but let's go and jump down. Look, I'll show you right here. If it'll focus. Can we get a focus on that camera? Yeah, you guys can read that. 8000K, right. Let's show you how to access it. All right, so firstly, you've got to take off this plastic cover. It's just some plastic clips. Pull them out, you'll probably have to replace your clips because they'll probably go flying everywhere, which is what's gonna happen to mine. Once you do that, this little bracket here is held on with a 10mm bolt. You want to take that out because you need to get right back there, okay? So give me 2 seconds, I'll pull this off and then show you that. All right, so plastic clip off. This side, you can see you'd be able to access down right back there. So you see that, it's just above it. But don't touch that, that can stay where it is. That's like the motor for it or whatever it is, the inverter. It's a cap up there. I'll show you on the other side, but on the other side, the side we are doing the surgery on today, take this out because you're not going to be able to get your hand in there. I mean, you might if you've got little teeny tiny hands, but take that out and it's on like a movable neck and it's fine. So let me just undo that and then we'll actually be able to show you where we're going. All right, so as you can see, you can pop it out there and then heaps of room to get your arm in here. Now, this whole job is going to be by feel. I will throw my camera down there so you can actually see what you're going to be feeling, but it's all by feel because you see that cap right there, you can see the dome, right? This is the cover that we actually need to take off. So you just chuck your hand down here, undo it, pop it off, slide it out. Now that was the first take, so it isn't hard. It's not YouTube magic and editing. It's really easy to get to. Now I'll show you a bit of a picture of what we have to access and I'll explain it to you as well.
So you can see here the spring retainer clips on the left and right. They need to be pushed slightly forwards and then outwards, and then it will spring down on the hinge at the bottom. And you can see that Phillips head screw just under there, the U-shaped clip, that's what holds in your plug at the back once you do the quarter turn. Now let's have a look at what it looks like when the globe is out and that spring hinge is down. As you can see, nothing in the way, and then we can pop it all straight back in place.
But just quickly before we go in there, that plug right there that you can see, it's a plug on the back of the globe. You give a quarter turn and it comes off. Beautiful, we're working. Now, that little clip on the back, the little quarter turn, that's what these are for, right? Those little nubs there, they clip into that and then turn. So that's what holds that in. It's like a bayonet fitting to a degree on the back, right? So they're in, we're good. So the pin goes like that, remember? Pull it out, make sure that you're aligned right, but your alignment should be so that the blue filament is underneath, right? So on both sides, it's the same blue filament underneath, that should locate right. Click it in, put the back on, turn it on, put your cap on, should be sorted, right? And the last little annoying bit, that last cap, when you put it on and turn it, like at the top, it feels like almost a safety locator. So it'll clip and that will kind of hold it in, which is nice, as long as you can get it to hold in. And you'll feel when you don't, because you're gonna go, and then you would put the tiniest little bit of back pressure on that like quarter turn, and it goes boom and pops out, right? So if you can get your finger on it and just push that little tab, imagine it's like my finger, holding it in. But if you can't get it to actually clip in as a safety, it pops out. It's really annoying. I've just been fiddling with it for a while because as much as that worked before, you can feel it's gonna pop back. So they're both done now, which is very nice. So in summary, you take the plastic cover off, right? This plastic cover. You take the dome cap off the back,
quarter turn and pull off the plug, then the two, what do we call them? Spring retainers. So you got to push them forward, around, and they lay out. Then you pull the globe out, new globe in, and then everything in reverse, making sure that everything's lined up as it should. Clip back on, plug back on, quarter turn, making sure that safety clip is in there, and then dome back on, and you are good. Quick side note, while I'm putting this washer fluid neck back in place, if you have one blown and the other one's not blown, like my driver's side wasn't blown, I will always take that out really carefully, then repackage it in the stuff that I had, just in case I'm in a scenario and one of them blows for whatever reason. At least then I can quickly put another one in and I have headlights. Then I'll order another set of two, do the same thing, right? Man, I thought that car was like driving up my driveway. That was noisy. Yeah, I'll always have a spare just in case, because at the moment I didn't have a spare and I was driving around for like a week or so waiting for these to rock up with only one headlight. And I mean, that's not great. I don't do a lot of night driving, but you know, when I'm driving first thing in the morning and the sun's not up, it's not great. And it's that simple. It's a little bit weird, it's a little bit quirky. Every single car has its own quirky way of doing headlights. Some are a simple twist, pull out, change it, put it back in. Some are like this. It changes for every single car. And I would love to see you crown boys out there doing a little bit of your own maintenance, even if you're not super confident to do things like oil or like bearings or brakes or whatever. Or like side note, brakes on this are a little bit weird because you have to go into service mode. Sorry, tangent. But I would love to see you guys saving yourselves a bit of time, bit of money, doing the real simple stuff like changing headlight globes. And I know that yes, you can take them out, but to take the headlight out, you've got to take the front bumper off and all that kind of stuff. So this will just show you how to do it without all of that headache. Thank you for coming along. I hope this has been helpful. Please check out a whole bunch of the other videos and hopefully they are entertaining and fun for you to watch. Please like, comment, subscribe, help this channel grow. We had a little sneaky burst of views the other night. YouTube decided to put me out on the browse page. That was very nice, a couple of hours, got a few hundred views. Well, it was like almost 1,000 views just for a couple of hours. So thank you, YouTube. And that's because of you guys, because you guys are liking the videos and you're engaging on them, you're commenting. It really, really helps. They see that and then they go, ooh, let's check them up on the little, the browse page, see if other people like it, see if other people like that thumbnail, things like that. So guys, thank you so much for your additional likes, your views, being here, being part of the crew. I am looking forward to getting the merch website up for you guys. So if you want merch, you can buy that and you can rep the brand. We're going to have jet tags, we're going to have bottle openers. Start small, then grow from there, just like a little flower. I'm waffling, sorry guys. Thank you for coming along, hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, like I said, like you're doing. Again, thank you, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys. I want to float an idea with you guys. Tell me if you hate it or love it or whatever, right? So obviously, you know, cars get built with money, you know, right? So I'm starting a merch store, so you can buy merch, and that's really like cool and nice and, you know, fun. But what I'm thinking of doing is also doing drop shipping for only the items that I use on the car. So when I go to eBay or AliExpress or whatever it is, I'll go to the supplier. Obviously I'll get it at wholesale. I'll put it on my website, put the like similar markup to like similar or less markup to what everyone else is doing. So say they're $30 globes and I get them for 20, I'll put them up for like 28 or 30 or whatever on my website. But it's so, one, obviously the channel gets a bit of support financially, but two, it means that you guys, when you want to buy something, you don't have to go to like a link to eBay or whatever. You can just buy it straight from me and it'll drop ship straight from the supplier. So yeah, it'll support the channel and it means that you get the exact product that you watched on the channel. So, you know, the carbon diffuser, you go, oh, I want that exact one. I don't want one like it that I'm gonna have to go and find. I want that one. And if I can do the drop ship, then I can say like, oh, it's on the website, just go and grab it, you know, and list it as exactly what it is. Do you like that idea or do you not? Do you think I'm just some money grabber or like, what do you reckon? I'm just trying to think of ways I can help you guys and maybe even like decrease the markup from what other people are doing so that You guys get the exact product that you watched on the channel, on the video, that one right there. I want that one. I want to order exactly that. Adam, order me that. You know, it's just like that. So you can go to my website, which would be letterlegion.com, as far as I'm aware. And you can just click on it and be like, cool, well, I'm getting exactly the same product from the same supplier and it's helping Adam out and it's not going to some random eBay store or whatever. Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think that's a bad idea? I'm just trying to I don't really have mentors for YouTube. I don't know like any other YouTubers in person. I know of other YouTubers and, you know, some people like Brandon Harding and stuff have really helped me out. They've reached out and given me some advice on, you know, upload times and things like that. But really, I'm running blind with this. So I'm just trying to get good ideas, come up with good ideas to how we can organically make this channel grow and support itself. And I don't want to rip anybody off. That is never, ever my aim. If I can, I want to save everybody money, save everybody time, and just give them a good service without sounding weird. You know what I mean? Like, I want you guys to be entertained. I want you to get value. And also I want to help you wherever I can, whether if it's just a link to a product or whatever, but you know, things like the swirl pot on the E46. I have seen people drop shipping those for $200. It's a $40 part. So I could do that for you guys. You guys get the part. You don't get ripped off by some company. And also you don't have to go on eBay, like in my last video, and go, oh, is this the same one? It's the same picture. Is it the same one? And then you get it and it's rubbish or it's a cheap knockoff or whatever. Please let me know in the comments. If you don't like the idea, then I won't waste my time going down that path. But if you guys think that's a good idea, if you think that's gonna be valuable and helpful and easy for you guys, and you think it's a smart way for the channel to, you know, obviously financially support itself with, you know, things like merch and things like that. But additionally with drop shipping, only items that I specifically have used myself. So I can say, yes, I bought that and I used that. You guys watched it on the video. If you want exactly this one from the same supplier, links on the website. Good idea, bad idea? Please let me know. Anyway, enough waffling from me. I just, you know, you guys help me and I'm trying to help you. We're in this together, right? You're my viewers and you're my supporters and you're the people I'm trying to entertain and help. So the feedback really would help. Please jump in the comments, let me know.